This is Barry Brown. I'm in the ARDA Arizona meeting today. I have with me Lori Entwistle, and she is General Manager of Scottsdale Camelback Resort, and she just headed a session here on human resources. And Lori, you took a really different approach to this than I've seen in these sessions before. Can you kind of tell us a little bit?
I would be glad to. I have to give all the credit to Jerry Sykes. He wanted The View presentation. He wanted it to be relaxed and fun and just professionals sitting around talking about hot topics in HR, and that's what we tried to do. And I'm delighted that the feedback has been excellent. Everybody seemed to like it, seemed to be a lot of energy. Typically, the PowerPoint presentations can be a little monotonous, and we had a group that wasn't necessarily HR professionals. They, of course, were in the industry, but we wanted to really focus on those things that would be helpful to everyone. And I think we accomplished that. I was delighted.
You absolutely did. The themes kind of kept going back to recruiting and retention and how to gain on that bottom line and that big expense and people. The internet was a big issue here.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little about that and a little about the things that don't have to do with pay as far as retention?
Certainly. The internet is popular because oftentimes there's no expense, and we know that recruiting, which everyone is doing, can be a huge expense. And we talked about Craigslist quite a bit, and again, there's no cost involved with that. We're finding that the employees that we're recruiting through Craigslist, through Career Builder, through all of them are equal, if not better, to what we've gotten from print newspaper candidates. And I tried to really emphasize the point that companies that don't think that they have money for an HR professional are spending just as much money, and they're just non-productive dollars. So even if they're going to continue with the administrative assistant ordering office supplies and doing the recruiting, she can use the internet and she can post to these websites that across the board all of the panelists felt were good options and made feasible sense and fiduciary responsibilities.
Yeah. Retention was a key topic, but it all seemed to be not about pay.
Which is true. It's easy to pay a quarter more and think you're going to keep an employee, and typically you don't. If the employee is searching for that extra quarter, he will always be in search of that quarter. And all of the panelists kept saying the same things. You need to make them feel like part of the family. They need to have ownership in the property, and to look at how they're hiring and how they are training and all of those things, which go a long way to retention. You hire someone and you put them in the job and don't tell them where they're supposed to park, don't tell them where the restroom is, they lose that loving feeling very quickly, and they're going in search of somewhere where they can be a part of the big picture. Retention is huge. We spent all of this money to recruit the perfect applicant, and then they're gone in 30 days. You've done nothing and you're starting the process again. So retention was a big point during the entire process, and I think a lot of them are going to go back and look at their orientation process, look at how they are hiring, background checks we talked about, criminal checks, etc.
Yeah. If there were two things that you'd just send to everyone home with, two resources that were brought up here today, what do you think they would be that everyone should adopt?
I think the first one truly is to become a member of SHRM. That is the Society of Human Resource Professionals. It is a huge resource, and if you don't have a large staff, you should be partnering with someone that can help you, and SHRM is an excellent opportunity. I'm not getting paid to say that. Truly, it's just every industry has an association, and SHRM is human resource professionals and non-professionals' best friend. And secondly, I think it would be to network with other property owners or talk to somebody that has some experience. And what are you doing that's working? One of my panelists asked for the other gentleman's card. No, I don't want to reinvent the wheel. What are you doing? Let's talk. And so I think it's networking, and I think it's looking for outside resources that can assist you in what you're doing every day.
Lori, thanks for a great session today. We really enjoyed it, and I was just humbled. It was great information and a great format. Appreciate you taking some time and speaking with us. And if someone wanted to become a member of the Camelback Resort family, how would they get in touch with you?
ScottsdaleCamelback.com.
Okay.
Or give us a call.
All right.
We're everywhere.
Thanks again, Lori.
Thank you.